Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the UPERFECT 15.6 inch Full HD IPS portable touchscreen monitor. Now, this is a brand new revision for 2021. I will include a link in the description, and in full disclosure, this was sent over for review purposes. I believe the retail price is currently $300. Again, that link will be in the description. And this has been improved in several different ways. Now, UPERFECT is still claiming that this is a color accurate monitor, but the improvements are really in functionality, ergonomics, its kickstand. Packaging certainly doesn't make any sort of statement, but what we're going to see inside the box should. So let's get it open. It also has ambient light, which they're pitching as an esports feature. But of course, you know, that may be something you're interested in. It may not. The good news is I'm pretty sure you don't have to have it on all the time, but we'll find out, of course, once I actually start using it. So let's see what build quality is like. Let's see what the kickstand is like, because the kickstand is supposedly that major improvement over previous generations, which either had no kickstand at all or limited functionality, whereas this one supports portrait and landscape and does so intelligently. So that is exciting. Let's see if I can get this out, give it a good shake, and there we have it. Again, packaging looks like it normally does from UPERFECT, and the panel is definitely feels solid. Let's go ahead and open this up. You can already see the kickstand built in, as well as the LED lighting strip, or light strip, I should say. Let's break that seal, and then I'll show you everything else, because I'm sure UPERFECT included basically everything you're going to need. They generally do a really good job of accommodating every single cable that you could possibly want to connect to this thing. So here we go. Hopefully this is not, well, they did the due diligence of putting something over the screen. It is getting caught on its own kickstand, but no biggie. And there we have it. Let's go ahead and peel that off. Enjoy this now, folks. And there it is. So we do have some bezel, nothing crazy. Build quality has changed. I'm not sure if this is all polycarbonate. I mean, there's definitely, obviously, glass on the touchscreen, but it is different in design, no question about it. Now, this is where things have changed. You can see the little LED right here, and then on the kickstand, which you can see adjusts to accommodate different degrees of, you know, the positioning, it also turns. You may have noticed this slot. So when you want to go into portrait mode, you've got that, and then this extends. So, or at least that's what it purports to do. So let's see if I can make that extend. I'm not sure. There is a release button. That makes sense. And there we have it. So if you want to put this, move this out of the way, in portrait or landscape, you have that ability. So this is very cool. Looks like it's sturdy, looks like it's solid. And then, of course, if you want to just flip that back, you can. So that is really cool. I like that a lot. This is the first time I've seen any portable monitor manufacturer do something like this. Looks like we do have to press that button each time to actually slide that in. And then on the display itself, you can see right here on the kickstand, that's where all of the controls as well as input. We have HDMI right there, a headphone jack, the menu control toggle. I believe that's the power button, and this does have speakers to my knowledge as well. So you can see stereo speakers, 2 Type-C ports here. This does carry power delivery through it. So in the event that you want to, you know, send power to this and then power a device, you can do that, and a Type-A port as well. So UPERFECT's pitch on that is that you can set this up with a keyboard or a mouse and have that ready to go. Now let's go over what else is in the box. And again, I'm impressed with the build quality here and that kickstand, because it really makes it that you can set it up any way you want. So the warranty card, and I said you were going to get all of the cables you can need. I wasn't kidding. So we have a Type-C cable, Type-A to Type-C, I should say. Then we have a Type-C to Type-C, another Type-C to Type-C, because you saw 2 Type-C ports there, and that was for pass-through of power. And then last but not least, HDMI cable. And then in addition to that, we have our user manual, nothing under that. And then last but not least, a power brick, because sometimes, you know, with these monitors, you can get away with powering them through the device that you're hooking them up to, and then other times you do have to connect it to one of these. So in a quick test, just to see how it works, let's go ahead and see if we can get this to connect. I'm not going to use the included cables. I'll just use something I've got over here. Let me get this out of the way. I'll try connecting it to my phone, because of course this does support phone input. It doesn't have to be a PC, and with touchscreen capability and a Samsung phone like my Fold, having DeX is a great utility for something like this. So let me just go ahead and get this ready. Got my Fold right here. Let's grab a Thunderbolt cable. I have here a Sabrent cable, which should do just fine. Let's go ahead and pop that in there, put that down, and let's just see if the Fold can power it. Now, I'm not expecting the Fold to be able to power this. I'm expecting that we will need actual power in. And by the way, these are all labeled, something I did not notice before and should have. So power delivery, Type-C, USB, HDMI, headphone, volume up and down, brightness up and down, and then, of course, power and the back button. So let's go with Type-C and just see, not trying to be cute, we've got an LED already, so it's getting enough power to do something. Let's see exactly what. Looks like it's working. So this is already very cool because, let me go ahead and just unlock this. Because if this is working, this is already a killer app. So I've got the phone over there, and I have to tell you, it looks like we're in working order. Now, this cannot recline anymore, so that's as good as it's going to get. Now, in terms of brightness, I'm sure if I try to up the brightness too much, that's at 0, 10, 20, that's where it pops. So you just saw it. Basically, we can get to 20%. We need power delivery in order to have any more, but this is still pretty impressive. This is just running DeX. You're seeing mostly my face, but I can basically kill the lights. Bear with me right now, and I will do that, and you will see what this is like. But again, this is just a first look. The lights are out, and there is DeX as well as Baby Barkley, and yeah, it's already impressive. I mean, to see that we've got this sort of functionality, I'm impressed. And to have the kickstand capability is also impressive. So I'm going to do more tests. I'm going to get this connected to a dedicated power supply because my phone doesn't have that much juice anyway, and then we'll see how it performs. I mean, that is the next step. And again, you see that LED going now. I will try to, before we shut down, let's jump into the menu, and there is that menu. So we can go to picture, color, size and power, setup. And again, I'm assuming that we can actually disable. You can see we're running full HD 1920 by 1080 at 60 hertz, but I'm assuming that we are able to disable the color but we may not be able to. I don't know this for a fact. I'm not seeing that here. So the light on the back may be permanently cycling. But either way, very cool. Let me go ahead and bring the studio lights back on. I'm impressed. I am, because this is the first time I've seen a monitor like this where the kickstand is more dynamic, the capability in terms of, you know, just native out of the box, it's functioning, and again, a 15.5-inch panel that my phone was able to power. Very cool stuff. So I'm going to play with it more. We're going to see how well it performs as a display in general, touchscreen sensitivity, but everything seems to work well based on what I just experienced in just that first boot. But once we have dedicated power, that's when things are going to get interesting. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe, and please stay safe. Later.